afternoon. So I'm doing a review here for both the Kuhl Maraudr, which is what I'm wearing right now, and what I would say is a nice alternative, being that this is started to be discontinued, harder to find. There's still places that carry it, like Lenny's Apparel, for example, will have it on sale down from the original $189 to $129. But first off, so the alternative is by that I would recommend is by Legendary Whitetails. So I'm going to do both in this review. So first we'll start with the Maraudr. So this is how I got into Kuhl, is this jacket right here. I was looking for a high pile fleece, and what I mean by high pile is that nice long tall fleece that you see right here that's soft on your body and everything. And then because I used to have a North Face jacket that had this, it was a gray sweater on the outside, but I lost it when we moved. I don't remember what happened to it. So I was looking for a replacement. I was like, you know, that'd be really nice, really warm. And this is how I found Kuhl. I was searching high pile fleeces, and this was the first Kuhl item I bought. I love this jacket. It's, I would say it's tight in terms of the way it fits, but it's a great fitting jacket, great for colder temperatures if you just want to throw on a fleece. So it's a heavy wool knit on the outside. It has reinforced waxed cotton panels on the shoulders and neck and towards your back. So if you're carrying a backpack and you're out hiking, or you're wearing it for travel, it's got reinforced same panels at the shoulder, at the elbow area to protect the wear and tear area. And then it also has it on the zipper covers right here. And then, so yeah, that's all your reinforcement areas for wear and tear to protect it. It's a very thick, heavy knit sweater exterior. On the inside, it's like sleeping in a fleece blanket pillow, like a mink blanket. It's very, so that fleece runs through the entire thing, on the pockets, on the body, on the collar, through the sleeves. Every inch of the interior of this thing is that high pile fleece, which is very warm, very nice, comfortable for travel, for being outside all day long. It has the tall collar. You can fold it down if you choose, but it's great that it's so high. Again, keeps the wind off your neck. Put a beanie on and you can be outside working in this. It's great. It has the little cool stitched patch and then the shield down the outside. And otherwise, no other markings to speak of. The pockets themselves are big and roomy. They have an interior that has like a microfiber lining on the front. The back is this gridded, almost, it's a fabric blanket almost, if you will. But what's nice about that is because it's bonded to the fleece on the underside, it keeps the wind out. So you can leave the pockets open in and out for use. And if the wind gets in there, you don't feel the breeze come in through the pocket and cut away at your core warmth. It also has reinforced fit all the way around the bottom. It's stretchy, it's got a stretch loop, and it's got pulls on the bottom here that you can tighten with. So I'm gonna go ahead and, now that I've got that, it's a little long back here around the pockets, but it's not super long. You know, it's not as long as some of their other gear is. So it may ride up on you depending on, you know, your torso length to waist length ratio. So, and then lastly, it has stretch seams that form fit around the cuffs. And again, that fleece comes all the way down. So this thing is very, very warm. It's heavy. They don't sell it anymore directly on Kuhl, but you can still get it on eBay. Like I said, Lenny's Shoe and Apparel, they have them for $130. If you find one on sale for about $100, it's a hell of a steal. To me, other than the activator fleece, this is probably their best fleece. It's a heavyweight, so it's not a mid layer or mid-weight. This is the top end, right there along with like the Alpenworks, which is a heavyweight as well. So let's look at the interior here. Again, like I said, that fleece runs through the entire thing. You have a drop pocket here on the inside, on each side. There are no chest pockets, so you have 2 exterior pockets, 2 drop pockets, and you know, you fold it up, bunch it up, and it doesn't wrinkle up, which is nice. Has a reinforced seam at the collar here. Has, you know, a good quality heavy duty hook here. And again, like I said, it's got that reinforced waxed cotton paneling on the collar, the shoulders, the elbows, to protect those areas, and at the edge and entry of the zipper area. These zippers are sharp. They remind me very much of the zippers on the Law. So if you've seen those and know how rough they can be, they're almost like razors. I'm not gonna say they're not a smooth zipper, the pocket zippers. They work just fine, but they're a rougher zipper, very durable. They do not come with pulls. If you need a pull, go on Amazon. You can order a 30 pack of the black, whatever color you want, for like 10 bucks, and just add your own pulls. That's really the only thing I'll say that was a disappointment, was it didn't come with pulls for the pockets there. Like anything Kuhl does, has those articulated panels, so you have a stitching midway through at the elbow area to give you that bend, and then at the back, and then down the sides. So it's one of my favorite thing about Kuhl is that they do articulation. You know, they really put thought into how they design their clothes. So this is the OG. This is what I was looking for. Love it. If you wanted something with a little bit longer, since they don't have a large tall, then you could go and look at Legendary Whitetails. Now theirs, I would say it's a mix. It's halfway between a heavyweight and a midweight. Same thing, waxed cotton panels over the shoulder area to the pocket and around the neck and all down the back of the sleeve to protect from wear and tear. That's nice. And on the inside of the cuff. So, you know, they're planning for wear and tear. And otherwise, just like the Kuhl one, the fleece, that higher pile fleece runs throughout the entire body of this jacket. Has a nice heavy duty pull loop, just like the Kuhl. Here's where this one outshines that one. Okay, so Kuhl, established brand out of Seattle, Park City, Utah area. That has a close to a $200 price tag, and it's being phased out. You can get this today for $35. Very close in terms of performance, size, features. Comes in 2 colors. That used to come in a bunch of colors, but being discontinued. You can get it in this heather gray or a like a heather cream with some heathering through there. Other than the interior where it says Legendary Whitetails, there's not a logo on this damn thing on the outside, so nobody knows who made it. The nice thing with this, I'm gonna put it on again, that fleece runs all the way through to the end of the pocket of the sleeves. As I'm putting this on, I go back and forth between the two of them, take one on travel a lot. Nice tall collars again. One of the big differences with this one compared to that one. Okay, so we'll start with the first major difference. Wrists. Where the Kuhl has the stretch, these have the gussets, so you can fold them up if you need to. There's no middle button here, but they have adjustability, and the buttons pass through. There's 2, so you snap on the one, and they're a unique button. You know, they're not a standard looking button. Like, you can see the little nipple of the button here poking through. Kind of nice, different, if you will. Poke that on. Both of them have a zipper. Neither one has an internal like wind blocker tab, if you will. So we'll go ahead and zip this up. So besides but they both have the same pockets in terms of that. You get 2 chest pockets here, so you get twice the pockets. You still have the drop pockets on the inside. And these do not zip up, but they are really big and deep. They don't have that wind blocking material. They're microfiber lined. But the big thing with this is it's a much longer. So I'm wearing a large compared to an extra large. So in terms of if you're buying from Legendary Whitetails, keep that in mind from a sizing perspective. Definitely look at their size chart. If you're an extra large, most times a large is going to work for you. If you're tall, you want a large tall, and their flannels especially. So the nice part with this, you know, just like the other, very nice zipper. Comes all the way up, a little tight for me right here, but I just want it to come up here to, you know, be able to seal up around the neck. If I'm out walking the dog, whatever. Has that, I don't know what the word is for it, but it's got like a flare, if you will, or a split right here that allows it to allow you to sit down and come up without pulling up the back, if you will. And it's a longer drop tail on the back here, so yeah, same good amount of flex and movement. Again, that underarm piece, this whole length here, where you're going to wear and tear and rub on things as you're sitting on, you know, motorcycles, outdoor equipment. You know, you're wearing it in the fall for lawn mowing, for example, whatever. Your armrests in your car has those waxed reinforced panels there, waxed reinforced panels on the back. And so yeah, if you were trying to find something for the Kuhl Maraudr and you can't find it in your size anymore, this is definitely a great alternative to that without the price tag. You know, it's significantly cheaper. These guys are based out of, Legendary Whitetails are based out of, I think it's Orlando, Florida, but they're down there in the Panhandle, in the Gulf Coast region, where again, Kuhl's in Park City, Utah, and they make great stuff too. On the pricier side, they use high-end materials. I can't speak to what the caliber materials are to this because they're not as descriptive, but it is a nice, you know, if you're looking for a nice heavy tall collar, long high pile fleece, you can't beat this at 35 bucks. This is a fantastic jacket, and you know, very, very complimentary fit. Again, drop pockets on the inside on both sides, and then you have the taper here at the bottom to give you some flex. So it's a great throw on if you're going outside to walk the dog in the morning in the chilly temps, but you're not layering up to be out there for long term for the day, just 25-30 minutes in the 20s and 30s. And then if you need a waterproof, then you just throw on a shell. So highly recommend, go to Legendary Whitetails. They always have sales running, whether it's on their jackets, shirt jacks, flannels, whatever, for men and women. I've been impressed with their stuff. I have several of their flannels that I wear for work. They're great quality. And then I have this jacket as well. So hopefully that is informative for anybody who's never used or heard of the brand. And if you were curious about the Maraudr, which is now being phased out, there's some information on it as well. And with that, oh, and the last thing. So like I said, the Kuhl one has the adjustable bottom, you know, to keep the draft out. This doesn't do that because it's got that split. The Legendary Whitetails doesn't have that adjustable hem at the bottom. So if that's a concern for you, but where they make up for it is it's longer in the front and longer in the back in the main body area to keep that wind out. You can sit down. It's not going to ride all the way up past your, you know, past your belt line, if you will. So that's the nice part there. So have a great day.